Well, good morning, everybody. Let me get the chat up. We have fixed the internet issues. So we should be sitting pretty nice for this stream. Let me just get everything set up here. That's better. That's better. Good morning, everybody. I missed a really good setup just before the stream. I was too busy fumbling around. But scoping this out. Let's break this down to start the stream off because this is a really nice setup down here. So if you look at this low right here, this is identical to yesterday's setup for that $7,000 trade I took. Identical setup. So we have previous day's point of control, yesterday's fair value. We see we're in a bullish profile so far today with price holding above fair value and value developing above the fair value of yesterday. So on that pullback down, this is what the profile looked like at the time of that low. And I'm going to show you also Bookmap's extra confluence here. At the time of that low there, we've got a reinforced value level. So you've got this little shelf of volume here sitting right across that previous day point of control. And you can see this with a low occurred. And then if you look on Bookmap, again, Bookmap's not a necessary tool for volume profile trading, but it's a really good added confluence if you want extra confidence in your trades and, you know, some sort of order flow confirmation. Here is the low. That's the low right here. So the low we've circled on the trading view chart, and the low here is the same low. Well, you can see there was a level of support, actual liquidity sitting across that price point, resting on that node just above the previous day's point of control. Previous day's point of control had a lot of liquidity sitting there as well. But here's your little clue for an earlier entry is we had that level of support trade and get filled. So it wasn't a fake stack of liquidity sitting on the bid there. That was a level of liquidity that was actually filled. Boom. Sellers sold into it. Buyers bought that right back up. Sellers unable to push any further. And then we start to move up. So we had that Bookmap confirmation at the low, plus those two volume profile confirmations. And holy shit, I'm a bit annoyed I missed this because that was a perfect setup. That's actually a zero drawdown trade and is currently up 248 ticks. So really annoyed I missed that trade, but there's always more opportunities with volume profile, so we can't be too mad. I see someone, Picks and Profit, took that exact setup, so congrats on that. That's a really clean trade, really clean. So that's exactly what I've been wanting to look for off the London Open. So what it will do now is just wait and see what we get. I mean, it's not technically London Open, I believe, with the daylight savings. I think we're on Frankfurt. Let's have a look. Time in London. Yeah, another hour to the London Open, but your Frankfurt Open is here. And I mean, look at that. Look at that injection of movement. Really nice. Why the row size is 1,000, not default? Because the row size looks whack when it's default. If you got a default row size on the volume profile, your profile is going to look like this, and that looks like shit. There's no detail in that. You really need, when you're looking at the volume profile, you really need to have the detail of the profile. The row size 24 is going to clump it together and average it. So you've got these really unclear edges in the profile. Row size 1,000 just captures the maximum detail. It's overkill, but it captures the maximum detail in the profile, and you can get a lot more clearer edges and nodes using row size 1,000. So certainly make sure your settings are not row size 24, which is the default, because that's a very bad setting for volume profile. But yeah, what a nice trade setup to start the day. So we'll use the Bookmap again. I'm going to be using this as sort of a live experiment to add to volume profile. I'm working on adding a module to those of you guys inside the school community that have been waiting on this. I'm adding a extra module to the school community showing how to add Bookmap to the volume profile for extra confluence. because it's very, very powerful. Not necessary, but very powerful. Right at a resistance level here now. Let's see if we can see anything on the book map. Watching to see any confluences here on book map. Little reaction so far. Obviously, you don't want to stand in front of something that's steaming full steam ahead to the upside, but watching to see what this level does. If we break through and we get a oh yeah, there we are. There's your breakthrough. A lot of orders sitting up above it. 2,350, 2,5,350. Do I enter on the first tap of a certain level? What if there's a level not far above below it too? Yeah, so you want to use those confluences I just mentioned on that trade setup before to try and kind of tip you off onto where you want to enter. So with this one here, obviously it didn't tap the previous day's point of control, but it tapped the edge of the node at the time. There's the edge of this shelf here. And then we had that book map confluence. So sometimes you got to get in front of those levels. These levels aren't an exact science. They're pretty accurate, but it's an area in price where you're watching for something to happen. You're watching for high volume node to be developed there. You're watching for a book map confluence to develop. Hold on, just watching this. So yeah, you're not always going to get an entry right on the level, but you're going to look. The developing profile high volume nodes really confirm the levels. In terms of confirmation, that's the closest thing to confirmation I use is the developing profile levels. Big wall of liquidity up here at 2,5,350. Round number liquidity right across here. See what happens when we sweep that. Is there an easy and fast way to get the volume profile? If you mean the tool, yes. Trading view, fixed range volume profile. There we are. The market traded that liquidity, filled some of it. Still a little bit left. Let's see if it fills the rest there at 350, real close. Real close. Here we are, it's pushing up. Yep, traded those. See that big drop in delta when it traded those orders? Drop in delta, but price still pushing a little bit higher. We have more liquidity up at 353. Just watching the book map here to see if there's any opportunity to fade off the top here. We're at a nice premium price point, just seeing if book map can give any sort of confirmation. Experiment with this here. Tapping into 353. Swept through. Man, nice. If anyone's still long from that first setup down there, that is a beautiful, beautiful run. 355 ticks. Holy shit. Nice. Well, it's a very confident breakthrough for now. Very confident. I want to see some sort of, we didn't get any sort of reaction from the selling liquidity up there. So now I want to see if price pulls back towards this level, broken resistance. See if there's any confluence for support if it pulls back. Man, what a start. These London Opens are not that shabby. These Frankfurt Opens, not too bad. Not too slow. How many ticks do I go for on NQ? I go for a minimum of 50 ticks, Christian. 50 ticks on NQ, which is 12.5 points. Bare minimum. What I'm doing this coming year, 2026, because I've been just scalping, hardcore scalping, small trades, one-to-ones, which really works well for me. I made a lot of money doing that this year. But what I want to do going into 2026 is dedicate at least one funded account to taking and holding larger trades, which is the one I did yesterday, especially on NASDAQ, because you get a runner and they run really, really long. As you can see, I mean, this was a B rank volume profile setup here, 2 confluences, and I mean, 368 ticks. Crazy. Why am I trading NQ and not ES? This will be the most common question on stream so far. I need a little FAQ bot. I've switched from ES to NQ. I do it every year. I switch around from product to product. There's no need to marry one particular product. So last year I did S&P. I mean, this year, 2025, I did the S&P for most of the year. The year before I did gold. The year before that I did NASDAQ, and so on and so forth. So 2026, I am doing NASDAQ. Just keeping things interesting. I mean, it's my 8th year. This year will be, 2026 will be my 8th year trading. I got to keep it interesting. How much do you pay in Bookmap fees? I don't understand the website. I don't pay for Bookmap. I get it for free because I'm a partner with them. But I believe the one you want is the Global Plus. Oh yeah, a lot of liquidity sitting up here at the highs. What's considered the edge of the high value node, especially if there's another one right next to it? Literally just the defined edge. So if you look at a high volume node and it's got defined edges, right? You got a clear edge on top and a clear fall off on the bottom. And then the same for this node down here that the trade came off. Your clear edge was right across the top of that shelf. So it's just let me put a little paint tool on here. It's just this, the edge. So it's not something that's magically going to make price reverse, but it's an area in price you want to start watching. Can say, based on the data, that was the area where the market found value, which is confirmed by the node. It shows the market liked this price point, spent some time there. Buyers and sellers both transacted. So when price enters the edge of that node or enters the beginning of where that range cluster is, then you want to start to look to build your entry. So sometimes you may enter a trade right on the edge. A lot of the time I like to enter right on the edge, get my first trade in, and then as it digs into the node, I will start to add into the position. So it's, getting out of that mindset of looking for an exact level or an exact line and more thinking, okay, price is approaching an area where there is previous value, there's previous interest, also stacked on a level where there was a high amount of interest in the past, in the previous session. So we got two high interest zones, therefore there's likely to be a reaction, and you're not looking for the exact tap of an edge. It's not an exact science. The markets can never be an exact science, contrary to what ICT would have people believe. And you're just looking to build your position around these areas. So sometimes it means entering a little bit early to ensure you get in, or using a tool like Bookmap to help you figure out where price is more likely to react to. It could be a few ticks in front of that area. It's just a piece of the market where you want to start paying attention, basically. Man, what a run. Holy shit. You can't really hold with trailing drawdown, can you? You can absolutely hold with trailing drawdown. Scooby, if you want to beat trailing drawdown, you can hold trades. You just have to move your stop loss up. It's not that big. It's not as difficult as people make it seem. And then with Take Profit Trader, once you pass the threshold, they disappear. So I'm out of my trailing drawdown. I'm past that. So I've got no, shark chasing my trades. Once you make your buffer, it's gone. But before you make your buffer, you either trail that stop up a few points behind price, so you're still maximizing the trade and potentially squeezing more. If it really runs up like this, you can secure a lot of this even with your trailing drawdown and not into any dangerous territory. The other approach is to just take base hits until you make that threshold. And once you've made that threshold, then you can start to take runners like this. Joban, nice, man. Watching my videos, you've passed your accounts and gotten payouts. Yes, sir. Nice, 94 preload. Absolutely. Please do. Stevie J, what's up, man? Any target for this run? No target. I mean, I would have, if I had got my entry on this trade, I would have targeted the value area high. Well, here's what I would have done. This is realistically what I would have done with this trade. I would have exited the majority of my position at the developing value high. So right there, that's 91 ticks. Then I would have moved my stop to break even and then run that up for a running target of the previous day value high. At that point, I would have pulled that stop right up just underneath that, just to see if it squeezes anymore. So now that we're above both those levels, I mean, there's nothing until the previous week value low for targets. So it's a good run. But yeah, this is another good one, guys. I'm annoyed I missed it, but a zero drawdown trade with volume profile and insane risk to reward. Insane. Give thanks to ICT for creating such a beautiful algo. Yes. Noman started watching all your live streams and moved to volume profile. It has been much better now. Still learning and adjusting because the ICT concepts keep kicking in. Yes. That's awesome, Noman. Everyone that I can convert to volume profile is a win for me. That's great to hear. I think the ICT thing it does start to shake. A good tip, Noman, is that if you're still seeing ICT inside volume profile and you really want to leave it behind, on TradingView, change your chart to a line chart, and then that just removes all candlesticks for you, and you just trade current price and volume. Picks and profit, who did I go? Yeah, the internet was a pain in the ass yesterday. Oh, okay, I'm going to stop yapping. We have a potential setup coming here. Watching this, we're down, approaching the broken resistance level, watching to see if I can see confluences on the book map. We don't have too much on the profile for this trade for the broken resistance, but there's a single confluence, and if we can get something on book map as well to show, give a little bit of confidence down here, I will happily take a small trade off this point as well. Let's see. So watching the book map. So the level is 2342 around that point. We can see there's a bunch of liquidity sitting just below it at 38. So I'm watching that and also watching to see if any passive buyers jump in and start absorbing the lows here. We got a little bit of a node. If you see on the profile, a little bit of a node across here. A little bit, but nothing that I would consider something worth taking the trade off of. But so watching the book map for the extra confirmation, very interested in this liquidity down at 337 that is sitting across here, which is just below the previous day value high, just below it. So seeing if price kind of gravitates towards that. If we get a nice fill of those orders, then I'll look at getting in. Otherwise, if we don't quite get down to there, I'll be looking for absorption above that. You know, sometimes it can be that it doesn't even come down to those levels, which, you know, if there's enough momentum, sometimes I jump in with the moving train, if that makes sense. But you got to see a real nice bit of momentum for that. Let's see, really want to see this. I want to see it gravitate down towards that 340 level, just above that liquidity, and see what happens down here. How's the Jimmy Patel? What's up, man? Internet's going good today. I switched from 5G internet to fiber connection, which was definitely the play. It's definitely running a lot better. I've been signed out a couple times. It's still not great. New Zealand internet is still better, but it's much better than yesterday. Yesterday was shocking. Okay, we're building a bit of volume across here. Bit of a shelf across this point, which is good. I still want to see if price draws down towards the liquidity down at 340. Aussie internet is a joke. Stevie J, I just saw your message, man. Changed my trading career, volume trading. Made me a 6-figure trader with base hits. That is just awesome, dude. I'm so glad to hear that. So glad. Yeah, I'm not just saying it like people say, oh, you just shill volume profile because you sell a course on it and whatnot. Well, yeah, I do have a business interest in converting people to volume profile, but I legitimately wear it on my sleeve and trade it every day, and will hand on heart say that it is, in my opinion, one of the best tools for retail traders to have a shot at profitability. It's not a magic bullet. Like, there's still a lot of hard things to deal with volume profile, as you guys know. A lot of it is to do with emotional and mental issues rather than strategy, but anytime anyone asks me what should I do in terms of learning, they're like, I'm still learning ICT. Should I keep going or should I change? And I say, if you want to make money, if you want to be kind to yourself, just learn volume profile and some order flow, and you'll have a much better time. No sound? Hello? One's in the chat if you can hear me. Kick your kids off roadblocks and speed. Keep up the internet speed. Yeah, I'm child free at the moment, but no doubt when that day comes, I will have to certainly look into upgrading my internet some more. Okay. Drop in Delta there. Let's see it come down to 340. That's what I'm waiting on. We still got liquidity down there, 340. We still got it. Let's see. I want to watch what happens now. Watching very closely. Yeah, very, very closely. So a big spike in Delta back here. Big spike in Delta, but failed to go higher. It's fine, right? Because they're not in the trade right now, but is a sign that we might push down. Let's get towards this resting liquidity at 340. You guys sound cool. Cool. If you don't have sound, that's a you thing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the sound looks like it's coming through clear on my side. Just, yeah, give it a little refresh. Stevie, the temperature up here, it's not bad today. I think we hit 27. It was a nice heat today. What did we get? 28 degrees. It says warning extreme heat, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. But 40 is crazy, Stevie. Crazy. Do I trade gold? Yes, occasionally. Tate Storms, what's up, man? Thoughts on 24/7 markets for early 2026? Daily streams 7 days a week. Hey, man, I think the 24/7 market thing is cool. It's going to bring more volume to the market and more opportunity. Futures are already 23.5, so we don't, we already got it pretty good in terms of trading hours. But yeah, more people in the equities market means more speculation, more volume in futures. So it'll be good. More opportunity for us overnight traders and the New York traders. You guys are obviously gonna have a riot as always. That's insane, the New York session. I do love it. It's just a lot. All right, coming down. Let's go 340. Because, like I said, because it's only really a single confluence volume profile trade here, I'm looking to see if I can see anything on the book map that'll give me more confidence on entering at this point. We built out a nice node across the top of the previous day value high, a little bit above where it is, but it's nice. So if we can hold above that, push above that, and retest the node on the other side, that'll be another potential setup. But I want to see if we dig down towards the 340 level where that liquidity is just under the value high. If we break and fail down, Next point to look for a bounce will be across here, which is around 313. Cool, we're teasing that liquidity. Let's go. Watching that delta as well as we get down there. I'll mark it on the trading view chart. So we're looking at this point here, the green line 340. Getting close is good. Tis very good. So two things looking for here. Looking forward to see if we fill these orders, or if we don't and we get by the buyers front run this level here, then I'm looking for absorption. Okay, a little bit more passive buyers standing in front of the 340 level, around 342. Not as strong as a 340 level, but it's a little sign. Kind of underneath that node we put in, just above the value high. All right, here we go. Go time. Let's go. Let's go. Nice aggressive sell just there, just above the liquidity. Let's go. Let's tap into it, fill it, and see if that gives support. That 241, 242 was a fake. It's teasing us around here. Very, very blue balls. Jordy, what's up, man? What's up, Jordy? Jordy, whenever I see your name, I always just remember the Drake meat leak. That's the name association I have with you now. Okay, real close on 340. And yes, videos on Bookmap are coming soon. I'm putting together a course inside of the school community on how to use the Bookmap alongside volume profile. So that's where majority of the stuff will be, because it's a lot more technical and not something I just want to make a bunch of videos for on YouTube. But I'll be making some basic setups. You'll see some trade breakdowns from me using Bookmap and using the volume profile together on YouTube. But yeah, the in-depth stuff is going into school. And the school community is available as an add-on after you complete the course. So it's good. We're kind of seeing absorption across these lows here. Nothing crazy. This one here was a little bit higher volume. But I'm wanting to see, I'm not comfortable trading and getting in right now, being so close to their liquidity. I want to see us trade it. It's holding, like it's staying there. I want to see us fill those orders and then see a snapback reaction from that. Let's get it, man. We're so close. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. $40, there we are. We feeling? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's good. Filled those orders. Gonna add a couple in here right now. Just 2. And then see if we can get in around here. Hey, don't want the paint tool. Adding a couple there and see if we can get a nice reaction. Now, I've filled the orders. Nice bit of absorption across that point, which is good. Just keep it real small for now and then add on if we get that push up. This is a C rank trade plus Bookmap confluence. And I want this. So if we get a bounce from here, for now I'm going to sit with a 17-point stop, 29-point take profit. Sit with that, and I will add to this if we get a nice reaction to the upside. I'll add to this some more, but keeping it 2 for now to keep it. It's only a C rank trade volume profile wise, so keeping the risk low, but using this Bookmap to see if it can help confirm what I'm wanting to see. That was a good sign here. Filling those orders, delta rising. I'll add a little bit more. If we can push above the 25352, if we can push above that, then I'll add some more. But let's go. And also watching Bookmap for any signs that will go against me as well. So I'll be looking for sharp drops in delta. I'll be looking for the bid being pulled. And then target, if we get the nice bullish reaction, what I want to do ideally is have most of the position come off at the high and then hold some runners to go up. Oh, something just shifted here. Little sweep down. Man, I keep changing to the bloody paint tool. I'm scribbling on the charts. Shit. Wrong button. There we are. There we are. Keep that full profile in view here. So I got my stop sitting down at 326. It's a mental stop. 326 for my stop, and adding in only if we break above 352. I'm risking about risking a fifth of my max risk per day on this. A single confluence trade, so super light on size. Nothing on the book map to show support here anymore after we filled those orders. Just to sweep down. Little bit of support up under here right now. Nothing crazy strong yet. But yeah, always want to keep risk low on what we call a C rank trade. So that trade, the entry point is based off one volume profile confluence. So it's just that previous day value high. And then a little bit of bookmap, seeing the orders get filled, the buy orders get filled. They got filled, but little reaction from the fill. So yeah, keep risk nice and small on the single confluence trades. I'm jumping out at 2.6. I actually will put the hard stop in case we get a quick snap. 2.6. Yeah, I want my stop here. Oh man, the bloody paint tool. Yeah. No, there's no logical place for the stop down here. It's a big open pit. So if we do break here, it's low volume. So if we break down, it's going to quickly shoot down to this point here around 311. 311 is the next area I'd look for a long. It's only, again, a stop filled. That's only a single confluence down at 311 as well. So same. We should see us move pretty quick down to 311 at this point. Got the edge of this volume here. So next one to look at is down here for a bounce. Still only C rank trade so far. The only A rank trade so far tonight is, oh, this one's a B actually. Down here was PDPOC. Oh, what? Un momento, please. There goes my internet again. Am I still connected? Let me just switch out and reconnect. There we are. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Not internet, just Tradeovate. Bloody Tradeovate. Still better than Top Step X, am I right? Ali, what's up? Am I going to stop trading in the last 2 weeks of the year? Yes. Today's actually my last trading day for the year. I'm taking the next 2 weeks off, like you said. I'll be back on Jan 6th. So it's the last stream of the year today too, but Jan 6th, they start back up. Cool. So watching this, these are just C rank trades for now, guys. So the risk is super low. Only trading 2 minis on these setups on this particular account. That one up here had basically no confluence other than the previous day value high. We had that bookmap level of liquidity sitting there. They did get filled, which is a small sign, but nothing too convincing. Not like the one we had down at the low here where it was proper absorption. Using your techniques plus volume profile, a volume footprint for entries, which is like cheating in an exam. Yes. That's nice, Joban. Hey, no way to contact me directly, unfortunately, Joban, but that's awesome. I've seen one of our other viewers, Louis Silva, he uses footprint as well. It's really good. Footprint, any type of volume or order flow tool in conjunction with volume profile is fantastic. They work so well together. Let's keep this thing going. There it is. So a couple of C rank trades here that could be a possibility. Like I said, we got the edge of volume here. Edge of volume sitting across, what's that, 312-ish. And then you have your retest of the broken value area high, which does have a small cluster of volume across it. It's nothing crazy, so not too strong. But yeah, we'll see if Bookmap can help with these entries. Misko1, greetings from Poland. Hello, my Polish friend. What time do you draw your overnight SVP from? I draw it from 6 p.m. Eastern time and have that extend through to 9:30. So it's the whole overnight, the whole Globex, 6 to 9:30. Tate, yes, the school community is different from the WAP. Yes. Yes, sir. D, how do you set up fixed range volume profile on Top Step X? Should be the same as TradingView. The Top Step X one is, I don't like the levels on there. At least back when I used it, which is almost a year ago now, the volume profile was not very good on Top Step X. But that's the story of that platform's life, unfortunately. Yeah, 10 minutes till London Open, so we should get something nice off the London Open. Still trading the same account. Small loss on that C rank trade. Like I said, so if you guys aren't familiar with the ranking system I use, a C rank trade is a trade that has one confluence, so only one reason in the volume profile for the trade to do anything at that level. So I do take them sometimes. And because I'm experimenting with Bookmap at the moment, I'm trying to like actively apply it in the market. So I'm trying different confluences and seeing what I can use in line with volume profile, what's actually gonna help. So I'm trying to take a lot of C trades still with the book map, small risk relative to my account size. But ideally, you want to be for the trades that really run for the volume profile, like the $7,000 trade I took yesterday, or this trade setup outlined here. Those are trades that have multiple confluences, and so multiple reasons for the trade to actually work. A trade that only has one confluence it's like a slightly weighted coin flip, only slightly. So you want to stack those confluences as much as possible. Bookmap is something you can use to add to these single confluence levels, definitely. But better off adding it to those multi-confluence, stacked confluence trades where you've got multiple value levels, or you've got a high volume node plus a value level, things like that. So the retest of this is 342. So wanting to see now. Again, it's a C rank or maybe a B rank. We do have a shelf of volume sitting across there. It's a small one, not a strong one. So I'll be watching this. Not really seeing too much on the book map right now for this level. Strong positive delta just building up right underneath. Now it's getting interesting. Let's go. Not long off the London Open now. Okay, I like it. Small risk again. It's only a C rank, so taking small risk. Real close to the open as well. Real close. The open might give a nice sort of spike as well, I hope. Super small risk, guys. It's C rank trade. Only one reason to short here. Kind of see on the book map there we had a sharp drop in delta at the resistance level. Good sign. Five minutes to the open. Hoping for a nice injection right on the London Open will be fantastic. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful push. Four minutes to the open. Same stop on this one, by the way. Just behind the node, which is up at 35625. Same on the stop. Better put that in hard, actually, so in case the London Open spikes, don't want to get caught lacking on that. 56.5. Cool. And then if we get the push down, if we get that resistance up at this point, I'm looking to take off. I want to add a bit more to this trade if it pushes, if we get that momentum. But I want to be taking off at least 2 contracts at this point at 313. That's the edge of volume down here. It's a big shelf. The value high of the developing session. So a good spot to get out if we push down. But obviously want to hold in case the London Open says, let's go down. And my bookmap is super laggy at the moment. I gotta say that, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna complain about it again. Australia internet is probably the worst first world internet I've ever used. Shocking. Okay, 2 minutes to the open. Let's get it. Nothing crazy on the bookmap that I can see for added confluence. Really just playing the retest from the underside here. Single confluence trade. Small stop loss. Excuse me. Small stop loss. Because we got the open coming in 45 seconds. So I don't want to be playing anything crazy. C rank trade means a quarter of my daily risk. And I will add more. I will add more to the trade if we get momentum down or if I see something extra on the book map, but I'm not really seeing anything extra at the moment. Now I'm just seeing a rising delta, which is actually not a good sign for this short. But save it for the open and 12 seconds. That delta is going crazy. There we are. Open is here. We are here. Let's go. Right on the value area high again. Let the open do its thing and let's see. Bookmap's going crazy. Going absolutely crazy. Stop loss sitting just behind the node of volume at the value high. So if it taps me out, that invalidates my trade anyway. And if I'm right, it gives me a bit of room to breathe. But yeah, want to see price really sell off from the value high if this is correct. Bookmap's going wild right now. Bookmap not too useful on the open, I find Bookmap. Better when it's kind of leveled out. Stop fill, man. No bueno. There we are. Let's push that node now. Boom. Push that node right up. Jeez, looking strong tonight, man. Looking strong. Looking real strong. Get a Starlink. Everyone says that, but Starlink's speeds are not as good as the NBN speeds. Everyone says get Starlink, but I've not seen any benefit to that over NBN. NBN being fiber. What's Starlink speeds in Australia? Starlink speeds, QLD. Yeah, that's lower than what I got. I'm getting 800 down, 100 up at the moment. Yesterday, before I switched to a fiber modem, yesterday I was getting 20 down and 1 megabyte up. No wonder it was struggling to stream. Is your PC on Wi-Fi or plugged in? It's on Wi-Fi. I'm ages away. Oh, there's a port. Okay. No, you know what? Keegan, you are a genius, my friend. I'm going to plug in. Yes. Yes. There's a port. New house. I have not even seen a direct line. I'm going to definitely plug in. I have to move my office around. But, yeah, dude. Definitely not the PC lagging. It's definitely the internet. My PC is, I got a Mac M2. Yeah, the RAM is great. It's just the bloody internet. I keep getting the message on Bookmap saying low latency, high latency. Unfortunately. Yeah, 1 megabyte is shocking, shocking speed. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, in terms of trades, guys, you know, this is, like I always say, C-rank trades, you're never going to expect much from a C-rank. Down here, the B-rank trade plus a Bookmap confluence, fantastic, little to no drawdown. Same as yesterday, $7,000 trade. That was an A-rank trade plus Bookmap. If you trade, I suppose these are like good examples to show you with C-rank trades. When there's only one confluence like this, it's just, it's not even, a lot of the time they're not even worth taking. But I'm really experimenting with the Bookmap with the profile at the moment. So I'm taking the C-rank trades still on my burnable accounts. But yeah, C-rank trades are just a pain in the ass. But let's keep going. Australia is known for shit internet, yes. Something I did not know, man. Something was news to me. I thought Australia would be way ahead of the game on internet. But no, sir, it's been pretty shit. Luca Trading lost my 5K request payout in TPT because I burned my account before they accept the request. No. Yeah, man. I mean, learning experience for the future. When you request a payout, don't trade anymore. Wait till that payout gets approved. Wait till it, gets withdrawn from the account and then start, because yeah, that happens so much, Luca. Like I'd say that's a very common problem with people taking a lot of the time their first payout. Sorry to hear, man. How many funded accounts do I keep at a time? I've got 4 take profit trader ones at the moment. I've got 13 Apex, and I got 1 direct funded with Lucid. Well, I cycle all my prop accounts. I'll trade them really aggressive, and I don't mind blowing prop accounts. It's the thing with prop accounts is, I think people get it real twisted with props. They'll see people taking multiple $1,000 losses in a day and be like, oh man, you just blew 2,000 today, 3,000 today. How are you profitable? You're not even profitable. I always have to just block idiots like that because people don't understand that with prop accounts, the only money at risk is what you've paid to pay for the prop account. Could not give a shit about the drawdown on the prop account. All I care about is how much have I spent to get the eval, pass the eval, activate it, take profit trader, no activation fee. So how much have I paid to get the eval? That's my only risk. So like this is a 150K funded account. I spent after the discount code, 119 bucks. I've already taken multiple payouts from this account. So I'm up on this account. What did I take last month from this? $4,000 just from this one account. And I've spent 119. So I'll happily risk a few grand a day if I have to. And if I blow it, doesn't matter because just go past another eval tomorrow and come back and push for a payout because I know my system. I know I can get a payout confidently. I've been getting payouts consistently for 2 years at this point. And yeah, you got to look at it from the business standpoint of what's your return on investment. What are you spending? What's your actual expenses versus what's your simulated losses? I don't care if I'm down, $2,000 today in paper money. That's not even real. All I care is how much am I up in total in payouts. I'll just keep cycling over and over again until that stops working. More A and B ranks from New York Open. Yeah, man. London sessions, you'll get some good ones, good B ranks off London. Unlikely that you get an A rank. The reason the New York Open's so good for A rank trades is because you have that overnight value area right off the bat. The overnight value levels are available. So you can get that plus the developing profile plus the previous day levels. It's just such a good session to trade. It's really quick though, as we saw when I traded it live this week, the New York Open. That was just so freaking quick. Okay, back to focus. Where's my bloody DOM? 355. But yeah, that's why I say to people, like, if you see someone being aggressive with a prop trading account, it's, you take a few losses, it doesn't really matter as long as in the end you're getting your payouts. Yeah, it's a non-issue, an absolute non-issue. Oops, oh shit, I got slipped crazy on that one. Not what I wanted to do. Just trying to fill off the edge of this node here. But that's fine. I got filled way higher than I was meant to. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. I won't add a second one yet. I want to wait. I want it to get filled down here. Big oops. There we are. Give me my second chance at entry down here. I wanted to get filled at 352. Major slip on that. Whoopsie. Last trade for me today, boys and girls. Last trade. Looking, I was trying to get filled off the edge of this node sitting here across the previous day value high. I clicked the clicked the buy button and that jumped real quick. Quick reaction from that point, and I got filled way up, 12 points above where I wanted. It's a pain. Okay. We got a big wall of liquidity at 375, just across the highs here. If we can pop that out, I might add some more. If we pop out 375, I might add some more. If we come back to retest where I actually wanted to get in, I'll add the rest of my position there. Oh, yeah. Man, last day of trading for the year for me, boys and girls. Last day. Man, Christmas is coming up so quick. I'll be flying back to New Zealand for Christmas and back at it, back on the charts and back on the streams January 6th. Couple week break from the markets and back to it. It's the first year where I don't feel fatigued from trading. I mean, last year I had my first year trading volume profile and it was good, but I put in a lot of work last year. This year has been just so cruisy. It's been easy, nice payouts this year. It's the first year where my trading income basically matched my affiliate income, which is nice. It's nice to be a trading influencer that makes same from trading as he does from his YouTube biz. And it's been a good year overall. Kind of not that keen to take a couple of weeks off, but no point trading over Christmas. It's a terrible time to trade if you haven't traded it before. Terrible time. Okay, I might get that second chance entry down here. 353 is where I wanted to be initially. Merry Christmas, Stevie J. No worries, my friend. Queenslander in bundle internet sucks too. We're thinking of getting Starlink here. It's not the speed, but the stability I see. Okay. Yeah, Queensland, I'm not far from you, man. And I'm the same. Like the speed that I've had this fiber on today, which has been much quicker than what I had yesterday, which was just the 5G modem, which is really bad, obviously. But it's been dropping in and out still. Not as bad as the 5G modem, but still connection dropping in and out is no bueno for trading. So I get what you mean. I didn't realize Starlink was stable. So that's good to know. Jonathan, thank you, my friend. Terrible because no volume. Yes. Lack of volume, Jonathan. A lot of the big institutions are on holiday. You know, where the whole point of the volume profile is following the big money. What retail does and moves during the holiday period is not that useful for us. So, mainly because the big boys are on holiday, volume's low, and you got a lot of half days in there as well where your profiles are going to be incomplete. So, just a good time to skip overall. I've traded Christmas a few times in the last 8 years, and it's just never been good. Never traded Christmas with volume profile, that being said, but I do not plan to. Don't you have to trade every week? Yeah, I think you do with Take Profit Trader. I will have to, by trade, I'm just going to come in and flip a contract and then come out. I'm not planning to actively do anything substantial over the next 2 weeks. Okay, if we can pop 7.5, I may add some more to this thing and just take a quick momentum play, just wanting to see if we can pop it. See on the book map here, we got 7.5, a bunch of contracts sitting up here. Almost got my entry at the level I wanted down at 353. Major slip, but almost got that second chance. Market hasn't been so kind on this one round, but that's all right. So yeah, two situations, adding at 353, or adding if we pop out 375. If we pop 375, I'm going to put in a buy stop there to pop that out. Should be a nice quick sweep if we do. B rank trade, 2 confluences. There we are. Buy stop filled. And let's see if we can push that up. B rank trade on this one. Couple of confluences. Terrible entry, but a couple of confluences. So my stop on this is going to be here. And take profit target. I'll look at the highs. 40 points up. So that'll be 410.75. Oops, wrong one. There we are. There we are. Positions in, last trade of the night. Let's see if we get this. It'll pop up above the highs and let's go. How much does it cost yearly? Bookmap plus data? I have no idea, Mohammed. I have no idea. They have all their pricing packages listed on the website, so just check that. Like I said, I don't pay for Bookmap personally because I'm a partner with them, so they give it to me for free. So lucky in that sense, eh? So I have no idea the cost. But I think you're looking at about be $40 a month for the data. And Bookmap will maybe be, what is it, $30 a month? So maybe you're looking under $100 a month anyway, USD. If you do yearly, you do normally get a discount for doing yearly. So look into that if it can be afforded. Anyway, code CAMCAP gets you a 20% discount off Bookmap. As always. Holy shit, Mario, nice. Watching my vids for a while. Started using volume profile with my own strategy. Received 15K in payouts in the last 3 months. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We like that. That's awesome. Nine minutes before London Open, we created bullish stacked imbalances on volume footprint. Nice. With 10 points stop. Nice, man. That's awesome. I don't have a footprint open, so I can't double check for you, but that's awesome. I know footprint goes really well with the volume profile. Really good tool. Great tool, footprint. Eric from Georgia, what's up, man? Exhausted ICT trader with no hope left in the markets. Now my life has changed. Yes, sir. I'm glad. It really is. Again, I'm going to shill volume profile to the end of my life. I will shill volume profile. It is a comforting way to trade. It's a much more, even when you take loss, you're like, oh yeah, I can see why I lost that. There's no ambiguity like, oh, you missed this imbalance, this gap here, this turtle block, whatever it's called over here. There's nothing like that. It's all clear on the chart. Why did you lose this trade? Okay, it was only a single confluence trade. Why did you lose this trade? Okay, you entered at too much of a premium based on actual volume data, not based on a candlestick, but real volume. It is a nicer way to trade. Losses feel nicer, wins feel much better, and the confidence goes crazy with the volume profile for sure. Nice, Ray Ruby, 100K in prop payouts trading price action. Fantastic. Yeah, man, add volume profile to any approach to trading, and it's going to help. Tate's Edits, what's up, man? I was from Tauranga, but I'm now in Australia. I just moved over. I've ditched our country. I'm a trader. I'm over in Queensland now. Literally just moved here 2 weeks ago. Hot as in Queensland, yes. It's been nice. I don't know if you can see on camera, but I'm nice and sunburned. Look at that freaking burnt neck. Combining overnight with PD for New York session with RSI and MACD for entry confirmation has been amazing. Nice. Nice. Thoughts on market profile and footprint charts? Footprint charts good. Market profile good. Both good. Any order flow, excuse me, any order flow or volume tools are good. Basically, anything that shows you what's actually going on in the market, not just candlesticks, is good. 2 thumbs up. And so at that point, it's just about preference. What do you want to use? How many tools do you want to use? Do you want to use all of them at once? In my opinion, that's not a great idea because it can get real confusing. Or do you want to narrow in and specialize in one? Like I specialize down in volume profile, and some people choose market profile, which is more time-based, but similar idea. And some like footprint, some like to mix them together. It just depends on preference. For me, the most that I like to add into my trading is I haven't really done it with much dedication yet, but bookmap. So I'm doing it live, attempting to add bookmap to volume profile and just experimenting with different plays, seeing what works, what doesn't work, what the patterns are, and how it can complement volume profile. Some really good ways to use it with volume profile. Same as with footprint and market profiles and all this. Although I think if you use market profile, using volume profile at the same time will be kind of redundant. There's similar things, but market profile is based on how much time price spent at each level versus how much volume was transacted. Yeah, Reno's. That makes sense, man. I mean, the pros, I think there's something that a lot of the teens on YouTube don't get, or that a lot of new traders don't get, is the pros aren't looking at gaps and candlesticks and all this. It's all got to be based on real data, volume, and basically just volume. I mean, volume really is the key to all of it. It's the back behind VWAP, behind volume profiles. Volume plus order flow is what's actually happening on the market. So why would you trade with anything else? So yeah. Line charts with VWAP and VP. Honestly, doesn't surprise me. I took a professional mentorship with a market maker, ex-market maker, and he also had the same opinion. The only things that matter is volume and order flow. The candlestick chart is almost redundant. Of course, you want to see where price went and where it's going, obviously. Like, it's good to see for historical movement, but beyond that, not much edge in it. Or zero edge in it, actually, in candlesticks. Tapped into where I wanted my initial entry there. It's close to my stop. Obviously, I got a real bad fill up here, which is a pain, but that's where I wanted to enter the trade. So tapped into that. That's the reinforced level, high volume node across the previous day value levels. And I want to see if we get that nice support across there, reaction. I could add more, but it's B rank trade, so I'm not trying to risk more than what I got on here right now. So I may add more if we can show that bullish reaction and push above where I'm entered. Then yeah, I'll add some more, but it's a bit close to my stop. And where my stop loss is doesn't even invalidate my trade. It's just how much I want to risk on this for the rest of the day. So yeah, just a bad fill, really bad entry. Bad entry, good idea, bad entry. Have I tried silver? I've never traded silver before. Only gold. Do I have videos to share that explain how you're using the tools and indicators? Yes, mine trades. Look on my channel. I have a playlist called Volume Profile Playlist. Look on that, and that has everything about, well, most things about volume profile, how to set it up, how I use it, trade examples, and all that. Man, I really am unhappy with that injury there on this trade. Should have actually exited the trade when I got that bad fill and waited for it to pull back, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Be the perfect spot to add some in right here if I didn't have that whack fill. Sun's going down, yes, sir. That means it's almost dinner time for Cami Capital. My last day trading this year, guys. Last day of the year on the market. It's been a great year. Very annoyed with this entry, man. I could switch to my other account for one more to get a better entry in here. I still like that trade setup. I actually will do that if this stops out. I just got a terrible fill up the top. Let me actually do that. If I go, which one is it? 689. 689 is the one I want. If this one stops out, I want to enter there. So I'm going to actually go with that here. Join bid. Get me in there. Yeah, that's good. That's a solid B rank right there. Solid B rank. Right on my stop loss right here on this current account. But this is exactly the area I wanted to add in the position before I got slipped, unfortunately. So that'll have to be a necessary sacrifice unless I get lucky on that. Ugh. Goal for next year in terms of trading, Jimmy. I want to try and hit 1 mil from trading next year. I did make mid 6 figures this year, but I want to more than double that. Obviously, didn't make half a mil from trading, but yeah, I want to try and hit 1 mil from trading via both prop firms and also my personal account. I'm going to do a big focus on my own funds. I've did that this year, but I'm going to really dial in this coming year on the personal account. I'm going to leverage Apex, all going well with them. Going to really leverage Apex and use the scale of their accounts and copy trading, and just continue cracking a take profit trader. Take profit trader made the majority of my money this year from the props. Made a small amount from Apex, and Take Profit Trader was a big heavy hitter for me this past year. They've just been awesome. And then yeah, from my personal account, did really good on my personal account this year. But next year I want to try and in total clear 1 mil. So big goal. I like to aim high and just see how it goes. So yeah, excited for it, man. I'm in this on 2 accounts, by the way. This is the actual entry I wanted, where we're at right now. You can see it here. That's the actual entry. It's on both accounts. B rank trade. So for this one, for the second account, I only want a scalp on this one because it's a slightly smaller account. So I want to be out at 369. So if I put that in, 369. There we are, 1-to-1 on this trade. 82 ticks. So there's that one. And then on the other account, I am obviously terrible entry on the other account, which is 518, isn't it? Yeah, 518. Terrible entry on the second account. It really brushed my stop, but is what it is. Why is the trade a B setup? So the trade, second trade here, let's clear it up. The second trade here, we have previous day's value high was broken above. Previous day value high is Confluence 1. It's a value level from yesterday. And then you have a acceptance of this level with this high volume node cluster sitting across the value high. So two confluences is a B rank, 3 or more is an A rank. So I just use it to scale my risk. So on a B rank trade, I'll risk 50% of my daily risk. A rank, I'll go 100%. C rank, I'll go 25%. So it's just a risk grading system I use. One confluence means only one reason for the market to do something at a level. Two confluences means that there is two reasons, and so on and so forth. You know, so the more confluences, the more likely you are to hit a winning trade. Here's the second one on the smaller account. Risking 50% of my daily risk here, which is $1,600. And just going for a 1-to-1 so I can go and get me some dinner. It's Friday night here in Australia, and I'm about had it with trading for the year. Excited to come back, but also excited for a little holiday spirit. Brad, it's been all right, man. First few trades have been a bit of a mess, but these ones are all right. Good to see you, Mr. Brad. Come on, one tickle on this. Let's go. Let's get the smaller account bagged and profit, $1,600. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pop it out. And shit, man, Phil. Didn't Phil. Come on, Phil. Phil my shit, man. Oh, I'm just going to exit that. Okay. W on that trade. And let's switch back to the auto one. And see how that one's sitting, the bigger account. A9. 518. There we are. And here's the other one. This one was the same, literally the same trade idea. I just got filled at such a bad spot. This is why you shouldn't market order. I market ordered into this one. Same trade idea. Market ordered in, added into the trade when we popped out that liquidity on the highs. No follow through from that. But exact same trade idea, just, yeah, far worse injury, but same thing. Poon, what's up, man? Mr. Poon. How do I switch accounts so fast? I've got Tradeovate and TradingView open. And they're all Take Profit Trader, same broker, same prop. Yeah, unlucky execution, man. Good trade idea, but totally wrong. Market order just screwed me on this trade. Look at that brush with death on my stop loss. That's exactly where I should be. You know, it should have had my fill down here. It was actually over here, but close enough. Yeah. SASJS, I always use limits, but NASDAQ's been so fast that sometimes I don't get filled. So I have been market ordering sometimes on NASDAQ just to make sure I get in. But it's been, yeah, NASDAQ's dangerous like that. The limit orders are always best. Ray Ruby, the course is 197. Yeah, I'm not gonna ever hide anything from you guys. I'm not gonna act like I'm some godlike trader or anything. Hence why the live trading and showing the losses. But the system does work. Got testimonials. You got my payouts. I share some payouts. Don't share them all. Don't want people to see my shit. And yeah, if you're interested in this style of trading, it resonates with you. The course I just linked in the chat is low cost relative to what you're seeing around at the moment. People are charging. I saw this dude. I'm not going to mention his name because not interested in trader influencer bullshit. But $5,000 for a repackaged ICT course. So it's very low price, but not low in value. It runs you through A to Z, how to set up volume profile, how to read the volume profile, the theory behind volume profile, and how to practically apply for trade setups. And then once you finish the course, you also get the option to add on access to the community, the school community, which is where I add extra content, extra lessons, modules, and then for things like now I'm working on the bookmap, adding bookmap to the course. Different ways you can use bookmap for added confluences. Working on it at the moment because I want to make sure it actually works before I add it in as a educational module. So running it live here on the streams with bookmap. And yeah, once I get like a solid playbook with that and how to use it in line with volume profile, that'll be added as well. Should be end of Jan. Yeah, 94 Prelude, it's school first. The reason I've got it separate, it's course first. The reason I've got it separated is because I've had communities in the past, trading communities in the past. People would join the community, but not spend time learning any of the theory or like the course. They would jump in just to ask questions, and it's like the same questions that could be answered from the course had they actually sat down and taken the course first. So it's just low quality participation when you open a community for people who don't understand the strategy yet. So it's basic strategy first, then the option to join a community after. So, and the school community is low cost. It's $50 a month. And yeah. Come on, man. Let's get this thing running through the TP. I'm ready to order some. Yeah, I'm gonna be naughty tonight. Your boy's been getting lean. I'm down. I think since the last time I was probably streaming. What was I then? No, since the start of the year, I am down 20. No. What was I? So if I was 127 minus. So if I'm now 96, yeah, I've lost 31 kilograms in the last year. Your boy's been dieting and keeping fit and healthy. But tonight, it's the last trading day of the year. We're about to enter the holiday season for real. I'm going to order a freaking Domino's pizza. Hit the gym first, of course, but then Domino's pizza. Let's go. Let's go. There we are. Little graphic image. Hey, I'm not totally naked in this image, but let me make sure it's can be seen. There's your boy at the start of the year. A little bit chunky, you know. It didn't look terrible, but not great either. A little bit chunky. For me, this is the biggest I'd ever been. I just freaking loved food, man. I was making good money, and I just was working, making more money, and eating food. Dude, that's did a bit of damage to the physique. So yeah, that was at the start of the year. And then yeah, 31 kilos later, your boy's a bit skinny again. 96, 97 kilograms. Still heavier than I want to be, but getting close. No doubt we'll do some damage over the Christmas season and then back to it in January. Do I live alone or with a partner? Hey Kane, you trying to date? You trying to date me? I live with a partner and my wife of almost 7 years now. Yeah, it's just me and my gal and my two cats. So yeah. No, not keto. I don't do any diets like that, like not keto or what's the other one, paleo and all that. I just do. I literally just. I don't even count calories. All I did was every month, roundabouts. It was not like a technical system. So every month, I would just eat half of what I normally eat. So if I had. First of all, I'd skip breakfast. I don't have breakfast. I have a coffee in the morning. That's it. Then maybe around 1 o'clock, I will have lunch. Say if in the past I had 3 pieces of toast, well now I'll have 1.5 eggs on toast. And now that's down to I'll have only one. So I'll have 1 piece of toast, scrambled eggs. That's like my first thing I have. Then midday I'll have a protein smoothie. And then at dinner time, I have, so say maybe I used to have a steak fillet and 2 baked potatoes and then some salad. Now I'll have half a steak, 1 baked potato, and the salad. It's fruit and veggies I have no limit on because they don't really do anything. But yeah, it's just been a matter of cutting down what I eat by halving my portions down to a level where I'm not starving, but I'm also not overly full. And then also a mental trick where I'll only eat until I'm maybe 80% full. So I won't eat till I'm completely finished. I'll eat until I can feel like I'm 80% of the way and then I'll stop. And then on top of that, it's just been daily exercise, boxing, running, and now that I've lost the majority of the weight, heading back to lifting some iron in the gym, pumping some iron, because I don't want to be like a skinny rake like I was when I was 15. Jims, what's up, Jims? Long time no see, man. When's the Oz meetup? Yes, Poon, I'm over there now. I'm in Queensland, so I know a bunch of you guys are in Australia as well. You'll have to try and find me out in public. Nice, AB2B, down 40 pounds this year. Fantastic, dude. That's great. Any reason for trading on the 5-minute chart? Kimbo, the chart time frame, not something I use for my edge or anything, but I just depends what I want to look at. I've found I have been using the 1 minute for almost all of last year. My goal for coming into 2026 is to hold trades a bit longer and go a bit more positional. Just on a couple of accounts to try and maximize my profits, because what I found this past year was that, yeah, my scalping's been super profitable, but I've been missing out on a lot of huge moves, like this trade down here. That would be up. Oops, shit. That would be up. Dragged the wrong thing. That would be up, 110 points right now, whereas I normally would have got out at 12.5 points. So one thing I wanted to work on this coming year is at least dedicating 1 to 2 prop firm accounts to holding trades longer. And what's helping me with that is jumping to the 5-minute and not paying so much attention to every move and just seeing the volume profile confluences, getting my trade, and then just holding it until whenever, squeezing as much as possible. Nice. JG trades futures, lost 80 pounds after freshman year of college. Trading definitely cut into my lifting routine. Yes, I know. Trading will screw up your schedule. If you don't get your trading session locked in as to what session you want to trade, it screws up your sleep pattern and your everything just gets screwed up. So, yeah, I totally get that, man. Taking me a while to find my groove with my session as well. Like I still, to this day, will sometimes trade New York open, even though it's midnight over here. I'll trade Asia during the day. I'll trade London sometimes. But yeah, you gotta. Your body thanks you when you choose a session and lock it on one session and just keep a nice consistent schedule. 2 weeks ago, Judas job. Yeah, I'm fresh off the boat to Queensland. Yeah, I'm Gold Coast. Gold Coast. Where are you, man? I thought you were over here as well, aren't you? Or Brisbane? Did I use TickChart? Yeah, TickChart's cool. CSPB, no, I didn't make $500,000 off trading this year. This past year, I made just over 300 from trading. So my goal for this coming year is to bump that up to 1 mil. But yeah, about, if I count, so I got just over 100 from Take Profit Trader. So let's say if I add in, yeah, I'd say adding in the top step payouts I took at the start of the year as well. This past year has been about 145 or let's just round it, 150K from, about half of that is from prop. The other half is from personal, half and a bit from personal. So next year, my goal is to bump that up to 1 mil. And all that will take is scaling up the props. I have, to this day, I still have not taken advantage of the scale of prop firms. I don't copy trade. I trade all my accounts individually, but I've left my Apex accounts almost just dormant for a good 6-7 months. And I want to dial in on those this coming year, get that up to 20 accounts, copy trade them, and take advantage of that scale. I feel like, I mean, I know my approach is profitable. I know my strategy is profitable. I know my psychology is on point now. So it's just a matter of being consistent with the Apex accounts, taking those base hits, and yeah, I mean, hoping I don't get denied, which should be fine if you follow the rules. And yeah, go for the big boy payout on Apex. Nice, Judas. Yes, sir. Hey, Judas, I won't say on the stream, but I'm really not far from that. Really not far. Yeah, we're basically neighbors, dude. Apex's rules aren't bad. It's just you got to follow the consistency rules and just scalp. Apex is a firm you can't really hold positional trades with. You have to scalp with Apex. That's been my experience anyway. Nice, Kara. First and second trade. The first trade here, I didn't actually get my entry on that one. That was just as I was setting up the stream. But this one here, Kara, was previous day's point of control, high volume node. So 2 confluence, B rank trade. And then there was the added confluence of bookmap, which had absorption at the lows there, absorption, and then the bid jumping in again. So that was multiple confluences on that. That was really good. Second trade here, this is yeah, this entry was terrible. I actually was trying to enter down here. Same thing. It's a high volume node across the previous day value high. So I got that entry on the other account. On this one, I got that entry here on this one. Already sold that. Now I'm just trying to hold this one where I got my bad fill where it slipped. Hold this through the target, which is just recouping my loss plus 1,500. So Yeah. Couple of good trades. Been some good trades tonight. The C rank trades have been bad, but it's been a good night. Still in the green, which is good. Well, we'll be in the green once this hits. Take profit. About $1,000 off being green on this account here. What do I think about Top One Futures? I actually was briefly partnered with them, but I didn't end up promoting them because they were new to the scene. There's some things I didn't like about them, but I wanted to just give it time for them to build up their brand and see how they go with payouts and see that test of longevity, at least 1 year of business. From what I hear, they're pretty decent. I haven't looked into them too much or used them much past the first month when they opened. So yeah, from what I hear, they're okay. Yeah, Judas, for sure, man. You'll certainly see me out there. I mean, I'm getting my run in out there on a regular basis. It's such a beautiful place here, dude. Oh, Bradley, nice. Yes. Best spot, man. Best spot. Justin, USD. Yes, USD. Yeah, I earn all my income in USD. So once it converts to AUD, it's nice. Previously, NZD was even better, but I'm an Australian man now. So now it's AUDs. Come on, let's get this take profit. If this hits, I'll be a green across the board tonight. So it'll be really nice. Really nice. How did I learn about volume profiles? A lot of it was just self-taught. I didn't have a particular volume profile mentor. I've had a few mentors, order flow mentors, and some who use volume profile. But what I put together from volume profile is based on the just auction market theory and my own testing, my own trading, and from incorporating things I learned from my mentors. Do I ever trade on crypto exchanges like Binance, Bybit? I trade personal accounts with futures and supplement with props. Nice. But having another source of income when crypto is moving has been amazing. Dude, Super Boda, I've been really tempted to get into crypto. So I've started kind of dabbling. I have been trading a little bit of it this year. I haven't been trading futures, crypto futures. I've been trading CFDs, crypto CFDs, which has not been as much of a gentlemanly market as you would hope. But yeah, it's certainly something I'm looking into. This there works across the board. The volume profile definitely works with crypto. It's just crypto's a wild thing, man. I think the 24/7 nature of crypto is too wild for me. Kiwi Steve, thanks, man. What's up? Training for the GC Marathon, Judas. Oh, nice. Is it still open for entry? I would love to enter as well. Might see each other on the beach. No worries, Stevie J. No worries, man. What are the USD, CSPB, 300 USD. After tax, so this is the little brain hack I use. So after tax in New Zealand, because 39% tax, with the conversion rate, whatever you earn in USD after tax at 39% is equal to the USD. So say if I earn 300 USD, it comes to my Henry account, they take the tax out. And after taking that 39%, the final amount is like 300, it's just over 300 NZD. So that's a little brain hack I use. Here in Australia, it's different currency, different exchange rate. But yeah, New Zealand, say if you earn 1,000 USD, after 39% tax and exchange rate, it equals just over 1,000 NZD. So it's the after-tax amount. Sold out, dude. Oh, wow. 24,000. Okay. Did I get a payout on the first funded account I passed, or did I need to pass multiple to get a payout? No, Errol, my first ever funded account was back in 2019. There was a CFD funded account. I blew that big time. I think I got my first payout. My first ever payout was with the Fivers. The Fivers, a Forex firm. I think that took me, it was within the same year that I got funded the first time, but I think it might have been 6 months or so. And yeah, a lot of lost money. A lot of lost money. I've been doing this for 8 years now, so I honestly don't remember the details. Do I feel wary trading Fridays? No. Any trading day is good. The only day I don't like trading is FOMC. I'll still trade FOMC day, but I don't like FOMC day. I normally have a bad experience trading FOMC day. But no, Monday to Friday, every day is pretty good. How do you suggest a newbie ICT trader go about learning VP? Start with my free playlist. Go on to the volume profile playlist I have on my channel. Check that out. That'll run you through the basics, see if it resonates. And I can say this hand on heart, I believe I have the lowest cost but most value-packed volume profile course out of all the trading influencers. I don't think there are many that do volume profile. But yeah, mine's, if it resonates, just check that out. It's under $200. Otherwise, free volume profile playlist will get you very far. I've had messages from people who are getting payouts from my free videos alone. So that's good. That's good. The course is obviously just more structured and detailed. But yeah. Guys, I'm going to leave this trade right here. I'm going to move this stop up, but I'm going to leave the trade right here. I can't be bothered sitting here with this. I like where it is now. I'm going to see how it goes. I don't want to I want to go hit the gym, order my Dominoes, and free, call it a year. Peace out, guys. It's been a real good session. I love coming back to streaming. It's been a good year. Don't try trading the holiday season, honestly. Don't try forcing things over these low volume sessions. Take Christmas off. Just enjoy the rest of the end of the year and come back to it Jan 6th. I'll be starting up again on January 6th, Monday, with the daily live stream. So I'll see you guys then. Otherwise, follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting stuff of random shit on Instagram in the meantime anyway. Instagram link is in the description, pinned in the chat right now, dropped in the chat. Boom. That's there. If you want to take the volume profile course, also drop that in the chat. Learnvolumeprofile.com. And yeah, check that out. It's, like I said, one of the lowest cost courses in the trader sphere at the moment, and value packed. It'll take you from A to Z with the volume profile. So check that out. Other than that, guys, I'm off. If you want to get funded with Take Profit Trader, code CAMCAP. They're doing their 40% off promo again at the moment. So load up on those before the end of the year. Get them ready for next year. Code CAMCAP, and Apex is also code CAMCAP. If you're loading up on those, I'm going to be trading Apex more next year as well. And finally, Bookmap. If you are wanting to try Bookmap, code CAMCAP there will get you 20% off. So that's it, guys. Have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thanks for tuning in for the last stream, and I'll see you guys Monday, January 6th, right back on stream.